Hey boo, what's up? My name is Jeanette, also known as Ms.FitVegan. Today I'm back with my boo, the Banana Commander. That's right, we're doing part 2 because I got so many amazing questions for Chris. So we're gonna bring Chris in. Got lots and lots of questions from you guys. Thank you so much. What's up, Chris? I got you, boo. I got you, boo. All right, guys, go live. Sure, the camera's gonna go on my boobs, but you know I do that on purpose. And let's talk.
Oh no, we're back. Oh God, and look at that. You did it again. You did it again. Jeez, fruity hoe.
It's my it's my signature. Yes,
It
yes, yes.
is. It is.
And I
Sorry,
only
I
eat
had
round
to.
things too.
Round things are good. I got cup-shaped things and long things, and I got a bunch of different stuff.
Chris,
It's a
did
two it's a
you
two
know?
fist party here today. Mm.
Chris, Chef Ocean, who's our friend, both of our
hmm
friends, he told me at Woodstock this year that somebody told him they only eat round things. Did you hear that?
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah.
Oh, that was incredible. I want to know who that was. He won't tell me, but I
It's
want to know who
strange.
that
I
was.
mean, you're missing out on a lot of things. I mean, unless your definition of round things is, pretty loose. Because is that round? Yeah. Like, what about durians? Are they? Some of them are, some of them aren't. Like, is that? I guess if you break it off, it's a small one. What about bananas? No bananas. Like no cucumbers. Yeah. Like, geez, what do you? I don't know. I don't know. I like better. I don't eat things, or I don't eat things with with shadow. No, not with shadow. With parents or with eyes, or stuff like that. Although some things, I guess, pineapples have eyes, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, good point. Good point. I only eat things that are juicy, sweet, and delicious. How about that? Okay,
There we
that's what
go.
we live by. And
That's good.
wait, I'm seeing you very fuzzy. Is it me or is it you?
Well, hopefully it's not me, but it could be. I have only 2 bars today because I have a couple people in the house that are using internet. I could try and switch my internet off onto my 4G, but it's possible it would be dropped if I do that. So what do you think? Do I risk being dropped, or do we just stick it out with me being a little fuzzy?
Well, you're very fuzzy to me.
Okay,
No.
well, I can try, and I mean we're only 2 minutes in, so worst case scenario we restart. Sound
Yes.
good? All right, let's.
Yes. Sounds good, boo. Okay, so Chris is going to risk being dropped. He's going to risk everything to fix the situation. And in the meantime, guys, oh, wait, that's a little better. Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Look at that. There we go.
Thank
Nice,
God.
all smooth, and yeah, yeah. I put on
Okay.
some makeup and stuff. I just smoothed my. I put on coconut oil and like, yeah.
Guys, we're here because today's it. Chris, do you want to tell everyone, do
I
me a
like.
favor and tell everyone about the bundle, which is today's the last day?
It is. We have not that much time left. Like, geez, let me think. We had six. Looks like we have about 12 hours left. Right, a little bit less than 12 hours left of the plant-based bundle. We're talking about 215 products: vegan, raw, fitness, mindset, entrepreneurship, minimalist, like so many different projects and products and courses and stuff like that. Normal price of I believe is like 88.60, so it's like over almost $9,000, 99% off for just $50. I think it's probably the biggest vegan sale I've ever heard of in my life. I heard someone say of the decade, but I bet you there hasn't been one before this decade, the decade before, or the decade before. And yeah, it's going to run out soon, and you're going to miss out if you don't spring to it and click the link in either of our bios. I would just check it out. We both have awesome products in there, and other people are putting their heart and soul and mind in there, right? Sharing their experiences, things that can lift you up, give you support. So I'd check it out.
Best deal of the decade. You heard it here first, guys. And what's up, watermelon and lime? Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, I would check it out today because it's over at midnight EST. And
Yeah.
yes, Chris has his book, The 21-Day Winter Meal Plan. Wu-Tang in the
Well,
house.
winter
And then
meal plan.
that was it in sign language. And
Yeah.
then I have the Raw Vegan Beauty book. So you're going to be beautiful and healthy all winter long. And then you get 213 other books. And it's like $50. And it's the best gift ever. Seriously, Chris, this is the best gift you could ever give someone for Christmas.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because I
Oh, I
mean,
realized
most of the
Chris is
time you
in
get one
Christmas.
ebook for like $30, and yeah, that's good. I mean, I sell ebooks for $30. I mean, I hope you want to buy them after this, but maybe not, because this is such an amazing deal. Just get it.
Way better
Yeah,
deal. You got,
it's crazy.
and I was just interviewing with somebody and she said it's so good, Chris. She was like, well, this is the best way to find out what works for you because you're going to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
215 books and one book you might not resonate with, but the other one is the way that's going to help you feel your best, you know?
absolutely,
And yeah, I
absolutely.
love that. What's up, Sherry Boo? Okay, okay.
It can meet you
So we got
exactly
a
where
lot.
you're at, right? It can meet you where you're at, and then and you have it for life, right? Once you download the stuff, you have it for life. So then next year you can revisit and be like, you know what? Now I'm kind of drawn to this. I mean, it could help you out through the rest of your entire life. This information is ridiculous. It's helped everyone who's a part of it, and that's why they're entering their info in there. So it's
Oh,
crazy.
good point. Yeah. And listen, this might lead to you being in the next bundle.
Yeah, you never
Yeah,
know. Yeah, it's happened before. That's for sure. Absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah.
Hmm.
What's up,
Hmm.
Rachel? What's up, everyone? Okay, Chris. So lots of questions for yo ask.
Uh-oh.
So first question. First
Uh-oh.
question. This is a good
I
one,
get
Chris.
comfortable here.
I don't know if you're ready.
I'm ready
Wait, your
for it. Yeah.
shirt. That's one of your shirts?
Yeah, this is the high fashion banana. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Y'all, he rocking the Gucci, y'all.
Yeah, 20% off on my website. Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho. Chris
And
made a
people have been going
special.
for that barley grass since we talked last time. They've been flying off the shelves. I think there's only like 5 more left, and then yeah,
Crazy.
below cost, they're gone after that.
You know how these ho ho ho's get during the holidays, okay?
Yeah, they get a little crazy. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
First question is, do you think being a raw food chef is lucrative? Is a lucrative path? This is a good question. Any
Um.
advice in that regard? So somebody wants to be a raw food chef. They want to go to
Yeah.
school for it. We know you are a
Yeah.
certified holistic raw food chef, all the things. Wait, say it.
I'm a registered holistic nutritionist and a raw food lifestyle coach. That's the thing. But I have taken some food courses, and I mean, I've just been in the scene and chefed at festivals, so I'm well known as a chef, although I'm not formally trained as a chef.
Yes. So is it very lucrative to be a raw food chef? And what is your advice on that? If somebody would like to go into that.
It can be, and it doesn't necessarily mean it will be, though. Like it depends what you want to do with it. If you want to, be a personal chef and work for someone full time, you can make a lot. I've done that at different periods of my life and made a good amount of money. You can do it at festivals and stuff like that. Although with raw food, typically you don't make a lot from festivals. Very truthfully, a lot of times it's more just donating your time. I've chefed probably 12 or 13 festivals, and I've made money off of maybe half of them. The rest I just kind of did for free or for travel expenses. So it's not making a lot of money. You can, let's see, sell ebooks and paper books, which of course you can make money, but it depends if you have an audience or if you have some skills in marketing, right? If you have no money and no skills and no audience, you might just be sitting there going, buy my book, but no one can hear you, right? So um, like I said, I don't want to discourage anyone at all, because I think this is a growing niche. There's so many people who need this information. If you're passionate about it and you love to share it, share what you love, and that's what I did. And I mean, for myself as an example, I've been doing this completely full time for 13 years now. But my first 5 years, I never made more than $7,000 per year total, and that's what I lived off of. I lived at my parents' house in the basement and bought discount bin stuff, and it was what I was passionate about. I was willing to work literally 8 hours to 10 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week for those first 3 or 4 years, while I was trying to figure out everything on my own side, because I had no one to, or no money to pay for people to do the web stuff or to figure out things. So I figured it all myself. But that said, within the bundle, there is, vegan entrepreneurship courses. I think at least 2 or 3, which can really basically probably prevent you from doing the first 5 years that I did, where I made nothing, where you could actually speed track and start making more money. So long story short, yes, you can make money. No, it's not automatic, and no, it's not without work. There is some, legwork. There is, some know-how, and you got to put the time and energy and effort in, unless you just somehow get crazy lucky and meet the right person, whether you believe in that luck or not, or otherwise just, like have a giant audience already and can just, start selling stuff from there, right? But yeah. And if you do all of it, right? If you do the ebooks, you do coaching, which I do a lot of as well. You do retreats or you do private chefing. If you have all those things, the more hats you can float that boat, and that's how I make a living now is I wear multiple hats and have multiple sources of income and not just chefing by itself, right? But if you're full-time, you can make a full-time living chefing too.
Yes, Chris wears multiple hats because he designed them. He designed multiple hats so he can wear them.
It's true.
So,
it's true.
Yeah, I'm glad we're talking about this, Chris, because I want to get into this because you have a great brand.
Yeah.
I don't know one fruity weirdo that doesn't have something of yours, either a hat or a shirt or the Fruity Hoe underwear or whatever it is. No, you have a great brand,
Thank you.
The peace, love, and seasonal fruit. Everyone knows that's you. And so now that's such great advice that you gave. Can you give us some advice on growing your brand and putting yourself out there from scratch? Because you did it from scratch.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say that in some respects, I was in the right place at the right time. I think it's maybe a little bit harder, and also with the ability to do print on demand and not have to put money up front, it's a little bit easier. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag, right? But for myself, for example, I've been doing the raw food thing for, I guess, 5.5 years. And then I got approached to be a part of the Woodstock Fruit Festival of the very, very first one. And, I was the head chef, I was a yoga teacher and a speaker, and I had never done any of those in like a big event like that before. And I'd already had contacts with some of the other kind of speakers or pioneers, as they were called at that time. So when I got in there, I was immediately thrown in the mix, and I showed up there with 120 shirts, because I was already printing them and loving the shirts and selling a little bit here and there. But then at the festivals, I was able to sell like 100 shirts in one go, and then doing multiple festivals throughout the years, selling shirts at all of them. I guess it spread, especially at that time when the fruit-based lifestyle was just really starting to kind of blow up. So, that was one of my ways that I kind of got in there and became a little bit more known and popular. Also, just going to let Katie out. He's going a little crazy. Also, I think my skateboarding background, and just love of love of stickers and kind of fun stuff and whatever fashion sense I have, and the really awesome graphic designer that I had that I consulted and helped out with the raw food diet, and they helped me out with some logos and stuff like that, has just really helped me a lot. But if you're starting from scratch, if you don't have much capital, what I would start with for sure is something like Teespring or Printly, where you can basically just upload images, create whatever products you want. You make a smaller markup than if you make large quantities, but you still make something, and then you can just start promoting that on whatever media platform you have, whether it's your website, whether it's your YouTube, your Instagram, your TikTok. Just share that stuff, right? Just be shameless and share it. And that's kind of been my modus operandi.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Eat fruit, be cute.
Let's be shameless. You said shameless. That was the key word.
Yeah, you got to be shameless. If you're not going to support yourself, if you're not going to promote yourself, no one else will, right? And it's I think it's just so important to be wanting and willing to rep yourself, right? It's I believe in what I do. I believe in the designs I make and the message they carry, and I think they look nice, so I want to share it, and spread it out there, right? So any way you can do that is going to make it easier. And I've seen a few people in the raw food vegan niche kind of try and start clothing companies and stuff like that, and it's not a big money maker. I'll be straight up honest with that. That's why I think wearing multiple hats and not just being like, all right, well, I'm the vegan clothing person, you're probably not going to make full-time living off of it. But if you do some recipe books, you do some coaching, you have some clothing, and whatever else, you can be affiliate for things you absolutely love. I love Vitamix, so I'm an affiliate for them. Stuff like that. All of that really helps and makes it so that you're able to make a living off of doing something you love and helping people, genuinely helping people. So I think that's the little spiel on some clothing and entrepreneurship.
Great advice, Chris. Yeah, I love that what you said. If you're not going to promote yourself, no one else will. And same thing with believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody
Yeah.
else will. You got to do it first, and then everybody else will. And
Yeah.
so, you know, that's so hard for people because they want other people to give them permission, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so you started when did you start your YouTube, Chris?
I think 2009. But I put up my first video. I got into YouTube in 2009, but I didn't put up a video until I think 2011 was my first raw food video.
Wow. And so can you tell people about your journey on like the beginning? So like how you kept going even though you didn't see results immediately, or did you blow up immediately?
No, I mean, I don't think I've ever blown up, to be honest. I
Boo,
think I've
you
just been
blown up. You're
just
the
a
banana
really,
commander. Are you kidding me? You blew up, Boo.
well, I mean, the way I view it, I've just been a slow grower for the last, 12 plus years, consistently just putting out info, not really worrying about, how it's taken or if it's, hitting and blowing up. I haven't had very many viral things or anything like that, but I've just been consistent. And, from the very beginning, it's kind of funny. Like a lot of the stuff has just come out of necessity and my lazy nature. So I started my website and I was writing articles and I realized I don't like writing articles. This isn't fun. And I was like, well, maybe I'll make a video. So I made a video and that was really awkward. And it was called My Favorite Fall Fruits. I just talked about how you can actually eat plantains raw. I was talking about persimmons and, where I store them and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, that is a heck of a lot easier than writing articles, and it seems to connect with people. So generally speaking, I've put out a video every week. Sometimes I go a little less, sometimes a little more, but generally speaking, every week for the last 12 plus years and 12 years. And that's what's happened. I mean, that and, always sharing about consulting. So I've done a lot of consultations, and in some cases like Woodstock, I consulted Yulia in the very beginning, and that was why she knew me and found out my recipe books and invited me to be a part of Woodstock, so because I was putting myself out there all the time, it's led me to, be word of mouth kind of all over the place. And yeah, the slow grow is still slow growing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
consistency. What did you do before this? Because I don't know anything other than you being the banana commander. Like,
Well,
did you
I've
ever
always
have a
been
job?
I've always been the banana commander. Before this, I was just into porn. And I just felt like I probably was hitting my
Write
peak
that
there.
down.
So, yeah, no. So what happened was, and that's my backup for sure. But um, before this, I just did whatever I could to make enough money to skateboard. Like I've been a skateboarder since I was 6 years old. I was a competitive amateur. I now do have a board, so I'm kind of a pro on a friend's company. But yeah, before this, like the job I had some kind of crappy jobs I'm not super proud of. Like I did it before I got into raw food when I was like 18, worked in the oil industry. I even worked like on the oil rigs. I worked doing seismic. The last job I did before I started my website, which was, I actually just made enough money to start my website basically and haven't worked another job since, was framing apartments in minus 40-degree weather. I was a raw foodist for 5 years at that time, but I worked a couple months just framing houses and apartments outside, and then started the Raw Advantage, and I literally haven't looked back since then. I've just done it full time since then.
Amazing. And Stephanie just joined us. And Stephanie, I already asked your question, so you're gonna have to start from the beginning.
Oh,
You're gonna have to go back, boo. But next question. Okay, thank you, Chris. I gotta stick to these questions because people are gonna kill me. Okay. Somebody wanted to know, how many books do you have, Chris? You have a lot of books.
I got quite a few. I think I have 9. Let's see. So when I started my website, I'd been thinking about it for many, many years and just procrastinating. And then I kind of reached an impasse where I was like, do this or this. And I just went full bore into the website. I started the website and I wrote my first book, 10 Sure Shot Ways to Drastically Improve Your Health, which technically could be like a pamphlet, but it is like my first kind of book. And then I also created 101 Frickin' Rawsome Recipes and Super Sweet Treats. And then after that, I made Dietary Retreat Treats, and then 50 more Frickin' Rawsome Recipes, and then maybe the Rainbow Island Cleanse, and then maybe the Winter Survival Guide, and then maybe Simply Delicious American Classics with Dr. Doug Graham, and then maybe freaking awesome pizza. And then I also have 4 meal plans. I don't know, maybe I have 12 now. I'm not sure. I'm
And you
missing
have
one or two.
the Woodstock one that I love so
But
much.
then I have naturally awesome dressings, and I also have naturally awesome sauces. Um, yeah, and I got more projects to go for sure. And then I also have my Raw Vegan Lifestyle Success System, which is an online course. Yeah, got quite a few things. I mean, 12 years
You
of doing
have
this full
so
time,
many.
you
You
gotta.
don't even know how many you have.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. And some of them I really want to update. Actually, some of them, like, I mean, my 101 book, I did update it, I think, last 8 years ago. But at that point, some of the URLs have changed and stuff, so I need to fix that.
Dude, I
Hmm.
mean, every
Yeah,
book
my
I have.
app too. Thanks, Watermelon Lime.
You have an app too.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I didn't
Have you
know
checked
that.
out my
What's the
app?
name of your app?
It's called The Raw Advantage Raw Recipes. It's actually my pride and joy. You can get all of my books, well, most of my books on there for 33% off, and it has different functionality than the website, of course, because you can actually, like, add recipes to your mail or to your shopping list, and you can, like, multiply things and take them off and a whole bunch of stuff. So it's a fun app, and it also has a video section and all that stuff. But it's
Well,
on the
everything.
iTunes store and the Google Plus or Google Play store.
Wow. Well, everything you do is so fun. And that's what's great about you because, like, I know that if I get a book of yours, it's going to be simple. It's going to be easy. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be fun to make. It's going to be fun to eat. Like, seriously, that's your
Wow.
brand. And I love it. And so, guys, if you want to have a brand, just follow what Chris is doing. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just do what you
No.
love, have fun with it, and have more books than you even know
Yeah.
about. Okay? Just be consistent. Just stay consistent.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
next question. Well, you were very 80-10-10, very strict in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very strict, very serious.
Oh yeah.
Now you're a little crazy. You're a little
I'm
wild
crazy.
now.
Oh, I'm nuts. Yeah.
Nuts, yeah. You eat nuts. Speaking of the porn industry, wait, so now what is the difference now? How do you feel since you added a little more fat into your diet? Do you feel a big difference?
Well, truthfully, I'm still 80-10-10, and my fat ratio really is between like 7 to 15% on average, but probably I guess that makes the average probably about like 8 to 12. I mean, I know Doug really well personally, and he would say I'm an 80-10-10, or I'm sure, although I probably am a little bit more flexible in certain food items than some people are who have an idea of what 80-10-10 is, right? So, I mean, in the first 5 years, I was simple, hygienic 80-10-10, meaning I didn't have garlic, onions, hot peppers, spices beyond cinnamon and carob. I food combined basically religiously. And after that 5 years, and then wrote, some of my books and stuff like that, wrote the 101 book, which really represents that and 50 more freaking awesome recipes represents simple, hygienic, perfectly food combined, 1 to 5 ingredient recipes, which I think are the best as the mainstay of the lifestyle. I felt a need to kind of explore and create cravings busters, transitional recipes like low fat raw gourmet. There wasn't really that out there. 10 years ago, there was basically high fat raw and hygienic. I didn't really see low fat raw gourmet. So I started creating that. And as I'm creating it, I'm playing with it. I'm enjoying it. I'm trying it. Right. So what has changed for me since then is, adding some onions, adding some garlic, adding some hot peppers, adding some spices, not being afraid to eat higher fat one day and have lower fat for a couple days in a row, or have even a little bit more fat seasonally, right? I definitely feel a little bit more peppy, even a little bit more clear, a little bit lighter, and less chance that I'll have onion, sulfur, underarm odor if I just eat really simple hygienic. And that's why I do that, periodically for days, weeks, or months at a time, even now still, right? But I haven't been ultra creative the last while in terms of making new recipes, so I've been a lot simpler, although I still have had some curries and stuff like that. But I would say in general, yeah, I feel a little bit kind of bubblier and a little bit even more optimistic and happy and just awesome when I'm eating really simple. But at the same time, it's like 10 shades different than if I was eating, fast food and, sad diet or anything else. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. With raw foods, I'm sure you would agree, Chris, you have to try it and feel it. All
Yeah.
the benefits in the world, we can't explain them, guys. You gotta feel it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a
Um,
honeymoon. You feel so dang good, like on top of the world, and it's crazy. You know, people chase that raw food dragon, and they go back, and then they come back, and eventually it becomes the new normal, right? But when you have, you know, any dips off or you try something different, you can really feel that contrast.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Okay, now people want to know what is your favorite travel foods? Now you have some great tips. Like guys, if
Yeah.
you're not following Chris, I'm sure you're following Chris, but if you're not, you got to follow him and watch his stories. Cuz in his stories, he be dropping some tips, some honeydew in a bottle and
Yeah.
shit, crazy shit.
Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm out there. You know, my favorite travel stuff, truthfully, is probably dates and celery, like or dates and romaine lettuce. It packs super light. It can't get squished really. It's good in a fix. It's high calorie and, you know, really satiating. So, you know, one or two dates wrap with a lettuce leaf and boom. Or dates and apples, that works really darn good. I was just traveling, you know, a little bit over the weekend, went to Germany. I just brought a case of oranges and a case of bananas and then bought a case of tomatoes out there, and I was set, you know, it was pretty good. Uh, the honeydew in a bottle, I mean, chopped up any fruit in a bottle. Sometimes even I just fill up a bottle with grapes and, you know, bring the bottle of grapes, you know, that's pretty easy. Almost any fruit will do. If you're flying and you're going over international borders, sometimes they won't let you take fruits that have seeds or that are on some kind of like a list that might be contaminated with pests and stuff. But generally speaking, bananas, dates, lettuce, they go pretty good. You know, you can bring those usually.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know you can bring fruit on a plane very easily. People
Yeah,
don't know this, Chris.
yeah. Well, I have had my fruit taken away if I'm flying internationally.
Ooh.
So if you're within the country, it's a lot easier. But as soon as you fly over the borders to different countries, then oftentimes, like I've been in the States and tried to fly back to Canada or vice versa, and they like take away oranges or take away apples. One time they took away my bananas after actually saying, "You're allowed to have those, but I'm going to take them away anyway." Um,
From the
yeah,
banana commander, they took bananas away?
they took my bananas, and I couldn't do nothing about it if I wanted to enter the flight, you know. So, and when
Question,
I was leaving Hawaii,
were you wearing your
no,
banana? Oh,
I do have that banana commander shirt. I wasn't wearing that, but that would have been pretty awesome. I
oh
remember I
my
was
gosh.
leaving Hawaii, and they wouldn't let me bring my they wouldn't let me bring egg fruits on, or canistel is a nicer name. So I had to eat all those before I got on. But if you chop up the fruit and peel it, then usually they will let you bring it on. But if you bring it whole, then there's a little more chance. And I've found, generally speaking, too, if it has seeds, then they might be a little bit iffy on it. But um, yeah, bananas and dates always work. And otherwise, chop it up and put it in a tupper or in a bottle, and that helps.
There you go. Put in a bottle. I never thought of that ever. That's genius.
Yeah.
That's genius. Ugh, my ring light keeps going out. I don't know
Oh,
why.
silly ring light.
It's ruining you know, because we don't look this good without a ring light. You know, I don't look,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, everyone's like, oh,
You
you're
look
so
great.
glowy. I'm like, it's the
It's good.
fruit.
It's good.
No, it's the ring
Should I
light.
turn up my light? I feel like I'm a little dark here. Oh gosh. Oh no, I did the wrong lighting now. This is horrible. My true colors are shining through. Oh god. Oh, there we
I
go. That's
see
better.
your true colors. Okay. So, guys, we are going to continue, but Watermelon Online wants to know. Thank you for being
Oh,
here.
oh,
This
hello.
is this is unbelievable. You see, guys, this is what I really look like. Oh, and this is the raw food glow. And you see this.
You look
My
good.
ring
You look
light's going
good.
crazy now, Chris.
I'm a
I
little
think I'm
tired, and
losing.
I'm actually this is me low energy and a little bit sad because today I took my driver's test and I didn't pass it. And I'm a little sad.
Oh no! Whoa! I took my driver's test and I didn't pass it a few months ago too. I was too nervous. What happened
I
with you?
was I was super nervous and just made really silly mistakes.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
they make you so fucking. Hold on. You gotta talk about stuff. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
they,
figure out
they
the ring
do.
light.
And I swear
Oh
that
my
they
god.
took me on like the craziest roads with the most unclear signs and just weird stuff I've never encountered anywhere in the world, you know. But I was pretty nervous. And it's also a weird car. It's weird in Canada. You get to take the test with your car, but here you have to take it with their car, which is really awkward and weird. And right off the bat, I didn't know how to do some of the things like, oh, turn on the back wipers. And I was like, oh, like, yeah,
It's not my car.
yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Well, you know what? You're gonna do it again. You're gonna do it again.
I'll do it again and I'll pass next time. Hopefully,
Yeah,
maybe.
you know what I did, Chris? Oh,
Hmm.
this was horrible. I got in the car and I told the woman, okay, I just want you to know I'm super nervous. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I,
Because
I,
guess
I
what?
did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what she told me at the end, Chris? She's like, well, you did everything right, but since you said you were so nervous, I don't think you're ready to have your driver's license. I was like, oh my God.
Wow, that's crazy.
Too
That's
honest.
crazy.
Too
Everyone's
honest.
nervous. You know, everyone's nervous when they have a test. And most people, unless they're like crazy or something.
Yeah. Those are psychopaths. Okay.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so what is your this is random stuff. What
I
is
will.
your favorite easy go-to dressing? Your
Oh,
favorite
mango tomato. I said that last time, but mango tomato is my favorite all-time dressing. You know, that's like any ratio, ideally with good tomatoes and good mangoes. Otherwise, you're just making junk sauce. But that's my favorite, just mango tomato. And if I had to say, take a second, maybe it'd be like a chunky marinara, a curry, or Caesar, maybe ranch. I don't know. Any of those are really good.
Yes. I mean, I would love to do the mango tomato thing. I mean, when you make it
Mm-hmm.
at Woodstock, it's amazing, but the problem is in the winter, we
Mm-hmm.
can't get the mangoes, boo. So what do we
You can
do?
get frozen mangoes. There's always frozen mangoes in the store, and I use those sometimes. But yeah, in the winter months, if you can't get mangoes or the frozen mangoes are just bunk, because sometimes frozen mangoes are bunk and it's just not worth it, then I like to make a tomato marinara or otherwise a cocoa butter veggies kind of curry sauce. Or you know, if zucchinis are banging, then maybe I'll make some ranch or some Caesar or something like that. You know,
Yeah, your ranch is really good. Yeah.
ranch is
It's
tasty.
with like a hemp seeds, right?
Yeah.
Zucchini.
Yeah, I'll let out some ish here. I mean, basically, it's like, you know, zucchini. Sometimes I like to add some yellow tomatoes. That's really good. But zucchini, a little bit of date, a little bit of hemp seed, lots of lemon juice, and then whatever herbs you like. You know, if you want, you can put a little bit of mustard seed or powder in it if you like. I like dill, cilantro, maybe some parsley in there, sometimes some oregano. And yeah, just, you know, whir it up and then decide if you want it more sweet, teeny bit more date. If you want it a little bit more tangy, a little bit more lemon. If you want it more savory, maybe throw a couple sun-dried tomatoes if you don't mind your ranch being a little bit red or pink. You know, nothing wrong with that. But that's a basic ranchy rancherson sauce.
Yes, yes, it's so good, guys. You got to try it. Okay, we have not talked much about the bundle, but if you
Oh,
just joined us, this is it. This is the
yeah,
last day that you're going to be able to get Chris's winter meal plan book,
yeah.
my beauty book, which is 242 pages. Took me 11 years to write this book, y'all. And
Yeah.
you can get it for like 25 cents. It's like
Mhm.
so this is the time. This is the time to check it out, guys. And this is the only time because at
Yeah.
midnight tonight, EST is gone forever. Forever.
Gone.
In the bundle, you're going to
Gone.
get books by Chris, me, Chef
Mm.
AJ,
Yeah.
Raw Food Romance, Ted
Yeah.
Carr, Plantiful
Yeah.
Kiki, Plant
Yeah.
Based Ben.
Yeah.
Who else,
Raw
Chris?
Natty Nate, Anise. Yeah, I mean, boom, boom, boom. Keep on going, keep on going. I mean, there's 215 books, so I mean, there's at least probably I would guess like 160 to 200 contributors. Probably like 180, I bet you, because some people have like 2 to 5 books in there. Like Raw Food Romance, she has freaking 5 books. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, wait. She has 5 books?
Yeah, she has 5 books in there. 5 of her
Okay,
books.
I
I mean,
know
if you
she
just
has the taco book.
Yeah, she has the taco book. I know she has 5. I counted them before, but she has taco book. She has her Thanksgiving kind of like holiday meal plan. Oh gosh, what does she have? She has a
Raw in the
dresses book.
winter. Raw in the
Raw,
winter.
yeah, the raw winter book, and she has one other that I know for sure.
Party
I'd have
food.
to. I have a list. I actually have a list of the 45 raw focused books here that I could even like mention all of them here because I made sure to make that list. Let's just
That's
see.
genius. Yeah. Because honestly, guys, you are good. This is the best bundle ever if you're a raw foodist because you're going to get all the raw, plus you'll get all the cooked because the holidays are coming. Oh, yeah, Chris?
You want me to say some of them? So
Yeah.
the one we were missing with Lissa, she has her soups, stews, chilies, and curries. We have her Christmas meal plan. We have Eat Real by Damien. We got Eat, Move, Rest 5-day raw reset. We have my 21 day winter meal plan. Let It Snow by Lissa. Ultimate Juice Recipes by Johnny Juicer, Raw on the Go by Jenna, Raw Vegan Tacos by Alyssa, Appetizers and Party Food by Alyssa, Me, My Smoothies, and My Life, 3-Day Juice Feast Meal Plan, Dude Food by Raw Natty Nate, Grow Your Own Microgreens by Jack, Raw for Kids, Microgreens Course, Freedom from Inflammation. I could go on and on and on. Alive Sprouts and Microgreens Course, or that's the book, and then he also has a sprout course. Wendy has Nice Cream in there. Raw Food Transformation from What the Gut, Juicing for Beauty, Hormone Boost Plan by Karen Ramsey, Raw Simple Love, Raw Vegan Beauty Plan by you, Cozy Flavors by Anise, Raw Vegan Abundance by Anise, Winter Warming Foods by Michelle. Yeah, Healing Juices, Simple Raw Vegan Book, Microgreen Smoothies Recipes by Rebecca, Wheatgrass Sprouts and More by Rebecca, Gourmet Fruitarian ebook by Raw Vegan Family, Juicing with Jules, Christmas Showstoppers by Raw Chef Yin, Ultimate Smoothies book, Raw Vegan Lunchboxes for Kids, Juicing ebook by Jillian, her first book, Julian Juices to Cleanse and Restore by Olivia, Raw, The Art of Raw, Raw Foods, 7-Day High Raw Reset, the Sauce book by Wendy, the Raw Benefits by Ellie. So that's 45. I'm just going, that's just 45 that I counted. So
I didn't even know that Nate's Dude Food was in there. That's such a great book.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's really good. And his whole microgreens course is in there. And then his book about microgreens is in there. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's crazy because between Nate and Alyssa, there's probably like $300 worth of books at least. It's crazy.
Alone. Yeah, absolutely. This is the one to get. This is the biggest bundle of the decade. Okay. Yeah. And honestly,
of the millennia.
Last year it was half the size but the same cost. Okay?
Yeah, it was
the same price. Yeah. And this is the best gift for the holidays, guys. Christmas is coming. Okay? Yeah. Forgot to put my hat on. Christmas is coming. Hat on.
I just gotta scratch my head like I've lice.
I wear many hats too, Chris. Sometimes I wear a Santa hat. Sometimes I wear an Easter hat. Sometimes I wear your hat. I have multiple ones of your hat. And of course, you're not okay. If you don't have paraphernalia from the Banana Commander, then I don't know if you're raw. I don't trust you.
Stickers with every order. Free stickers with every paper book or T-shirt, and all those are 40% off in my shop with the code ho ho ho.
Oh ho ho. Ho, ho, y'all.
There we go. That's awesome. I wish I had one of those.
Ho, ho, ho. Okay. So I just wanted you guys to know that it's it. This is it. The last day. And check it out. You might, listen, if you don't think you need it, I guarantee you somebody in your life would love this for Christmas. Okay. Yeah. And it's the best way to jumpstart the new year too. Because you're not going to be able to be a successful, healthy vegan without the easy, delicious recipes. Me and Chris now, we eat like mono meals, sure. But in the beginning, I mean, Chris, did you go straight to mono meals?
I mean, before I went raw, before I met Doug Graham and went fully raw, I was eating high raw for 6 months. And before that, for like 4 years, I've been eating fruit for breakfast, usually mono meals for breakfast. So before I even went raw, I was eating mono meals for about 5 years. And then when I met Doug and really went full bore into it, it was mono and like 1 to 5 ingredients. He used to always say, if it's more than $5, more than 5 ingredients, and takes more than 5 minutes to make, it's a waste of time. And he said before he told me that, he used to say if it's more than 3 ingredients, more than $3, and more than 3 minutes to make, then it's a waste of time. And for the most part, I still do that.
Durian is not a waste of time. Hold on.
But durian's that's 0 ingredients. We're saying if it's more than, so if it's 1 ingredient, 2 ingredients, $3. 3 ingredients, perfect. Yeah.
Well, $3. You caught me on the $3, Chris.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We can't say durian's a waste of time. And sometimes you're going to spend more than that $3 or $5. And with inflation, it might be like, if it's more than 5 ingredients, more than $37 and takes more than 5 minutes. But I'm just joking. It's not that expensive. It's not that expensive.
I'm going to steal this. I like that though. I really love that. And, I love Doug because he says the more simple the meal, the better you'll feel.
Yeah.
And the faster you'll feel.
It's also this kiss secret, right? He says it's either keep it simple sugar or it's keep it simple stupid.
How about keep it simple sexy? I like that too.
Yeah, that's good too. Yeah.
Okay, so Sherry Boo, anyone who's overweight or has health issues, this is the perfect gift, even if they're not vegan. Oh, good point.
Yeah.
You don't need to be
Yeah.
vegan to get the plant-based bundle. You just want to be,
No.
if you want to feel better and look better, if you want to look like me and Chris, well, you got to do what me and Chris do. And, you thought, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not the only one. No, Boo.
Yeah.
You're not the only one, Chris.
No, I know it. I'm raising a raw army here, and I know you are too. And this bundle is raising a plant-based crew, right? That's what it's all about. And no matter where you're at, this is going to meet you where you're at and give you information for that next level. If you want to turn it up a notch or turn it back a notch, you can do whatever the heck you want. But we're here to support you.
Yeah, great point. This is the best. This is the best one ever, because you're gonna find like Johnny Juicers in there and the beauty juicing for beauty. Okay, you want to focus on juices, getting more juices in, or you want to do the gourmet low fat, which is Chris's specialty, or you just want to be beautiful, which is clearly my specialty. Clearly.
Yeah. There we go. You got it. We're all turning it out, and that book is amazing. Holy cow.
Thank you so much. Yes. So I made the book, guys, because I was spending like $1,000 on makeup, and I realized it was toxic and it was making me look worse. It was making me look old. Makeup. I have a big thing. We're gonna take questions if anybody has any more questions. But I have so many beautiful friends, Chris, and when they put makeup on, they look worse. They looked better before they put it on. I don't get why women are still wearing makeup.
Yeah, I like Au Naturel as well. Absolutely.
Guys, you look better without makeup. I promise you.
Yeah.
Right, Chris?
Yeah, I prefer myself without makeup as well. Yeah.
Right. And also, the less you do, the better you'll look with the food and with the makeup. Yeah.
And the more you sleep and the more you take care of yourself, all those things. That's live that juicy lifestyle. You're gonna look sweet and juicy too.
Well, there you go. You gotta get that juicy lifestyle, y'all. Okay.
Those mangosteens, they look good. Oh man.
Oh yeah, and I got some good passion fruit here too. You guys, the passion fruit. When it's ripe, Chris knows. It's got to look like wrinkly old man balls. Wrinkly.
Yeah. Yeah.
No smooth.
Then you just tear it open.
Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, all the fruit. You should always be able to open it with your hands, right, Chris? Well,
mostly.
Mostly.
I mean, even durian. I mean, if you can't open it with your hands, it's probably not quite ready to be opened. And otherwise, if you just drop it, then it'll probably open as well. But yeah, you want things to open without a lot of effort, and usually do not make a lot of sound, right? I always say that with bananas. If they make a zipper sound, it's probably not ready to be opened.
Good one. Good tip. Yeah. Silence of the bananas. I want to make a documentary. And maybe you'll help me with that one day.
That'd be fun.
I've been thinking about that for a while. I finally got to use it. I finally got to use that joke. Okay. So anyway, so Chris, can you just tell us real quick about anything that you are excited about in the future? What are you looking at for the winter time? Okay, so you did the winter plan, right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I did the winter plan. I mean, I was I was looking forward to going home for Christmas, but now I'm not allowed to. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking forward to my surgery in a couple of days. And otherwise, just sitting around the computer and working a whole bunch because I can't skateboard because of my surgery. Okay, I just played the Debbie Downer part from the Saturday Night Live. That was my little pity party for the next couple of weeks.
So what happened with your ankle? It's your ankle?
Yeah, it's my ankle. It's just from the leftover hardware from the motorcycle accident. We're just going in to take it out because it's causing some issues. So, we're hoping taking it out will make my ankle not swell and be a little bit happier. It hasn't been horrible, but it's been bad enough that I figure it's worth taking it out. So excitedly, I'm actually taking it out. I'm actually stoked for that. I've been wanting to for a while, and it's the perfect time because it's the middle of winter, good time to rest and recover, give my body a little bit of a break because I've been going hard for the last long time. So I'm going to do that. Otherwise, I'm really excited actually about a lot of work I'm going to be doing over the winter on the back end of my website. I've been updating things, some stuff, like I was mentioning my book that's hasn't been updated in 8-9 years. I'm going to update books. I'm going to update blog posts. I'm going to update some automation so that it just serves people a lot easier and better. whole bunch of back end stuff with that. I definitely have in mind another project that will be a new book or mini course, probably a new book, to be honest, because of my workload, for an upcoming something, sometime next year. But that's still a little bit hushy, but yeah, I'm excited to do all that kind of fun stuff, and later in the year to do some festivals and stuff like that, But that's it. And then I'm excited to get back to skateboarding and go to the gym. I'm after my surgery, I'm gonna enroll and get a year membership at a gym out here and start hitting it, because I've taken a little bit of a siesta from gyms and just been hitting the skateboard park and home gym more. But something magic about going to a gym, I think.
Yeah, I know, because you want to look like me. You
Yeah.
saw, and you were like, oh, I
That's
gotta
why
get
I'm
back to the
covering
gym.
up. Next time we're on, I'll be wearing a tank top too, and I'll be all buff like you. I'll be ready. Be ready for it.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see about that.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, this is the best low-fat, raw, gourmet chef in the world. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And if you want to thrive this winter, check out the plant-based bundle. Chris's 21-day winter meal plan is in there. You're like, okay, can you just tell us a few of the recipes in this winter meal plan? So the curry's in there, right?
Yeah, I got my curry in there. I got shepherd's pie in there. I got my bolognese that I kind of mentioned before. I have like a kind of an sweet Asian dish. I got fruit soups. I got green smoothies. I got, got pudding in there. I got handwich in there. I got smoothies and, a whole bunch of stuff in there. Basically, food for every single occasion, and things that, I've eaten a boatload of, so they can become some of your new favorite staples. And it has explanations and information too on how to, create a well-rounded raw food diet, so that it's not just, like nuts and seeds all day, and it's not just bananas and lettuce all day. It's, it's having a mix and in a very healthful, well food combined way.
Yes. Can you tell us, how do you make your persimmons pudding? I'm just curious.
Well, I have a few different ones, but one of my favorite persimmon puddings is to take dried mulberries. So mulberries are ridiculously good, but you take dried mulberries and you pulse them until they're kind of like chunky and, like individual little segments. And then you blend persimmon, really ripe persimmon, and you pour it over top of the kind of crushed mulberries, and you stir it up and you let it sit for about a half an hour so that the persimmon kind of rehydrates the mulberries, and then they're soft. And then it's like persimmon oatmeal, actually. That's kind of my persimmon oatmeal one. And it's so filling and so good. You probably almost want to have a celery stick beside you. It's that sweet, but that's a good way to get a lot of calories in and have like a really dense stick to your ribs lunch.
Ooh! Now,
put some cinnamon in there if you like.
That's why you need people like Chris in your life, because I would never think of that. I've been raw for 11 years. I never thought of that. Never thought.
I just have this gift, It just comes to me, It's just like.
There you go. Banana Commander. Okay, Watermelon on Lime said, Chris, I think you said you were, you went to Germany. Did you go to Berlin or where? Just curious.
No, I just recently came back from Germany. We went to Lübeck and Berg. Two cities that are really close to Sweden. It was like 3.5 hour drive total. And we went there for the Christmas markets. So we checked that out. And then also we checked out some German kind of like hardware kind of stores and stuff like that for some projects with Camilla's father. But yeah, it was really fun. We just went there for 2 nights and checked out those Christmas fairs and ran around and sucked that up. In the summer, I went to Berlin and went skateboarding a bunch. I really do like Germany. It's lots of fun, but this is just a quicker jaunt out there.
Amazing. Okay, last question is from my boo, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel of Seattle, for being here. Can you give us a tip on variety yet simple, like he hinted about? Can you give us a tip on variety yet simple, like he hinted about?
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it is like Mother Nature provides variety throughout the year, but simplicity in the season. And, in any given season, you might still have like 20 to 30 different things and more if you want to get little teeny tidbits and, explore exotics, or you want to do some wild edibles and stuff like that. But like, for me, the way I kind of equate, variety in the long term and simplicity at the meal is when I go shopping, I usually buy bulk of about 5 things, so I might buy like one sweet fruit in bulk. I might buy one juicy fruit in bulk. I might buy one fruit veggie in bulk. You know, so sometimes it might be peppers, sometimes it might be tomatoes. Truthfully, it's usually tomatoes, but maybe instead it's zucchini or cucumbers, but some kind of fruit veggie, usually one kind of green, and then one kind of like random mix. You know, maybe it's a berries, maybe it's a citrus, you know, but that way I always have a meal of any one of those at any given time, and most of them can be kind of combined to something else. And that way, you know, like for example, right now I have a case of bananas, a case of oranges, a case of tomatoes. I finished a case of melons a little while ago, but I know like, okay, well, I'm having bananas as at least the base for lunch until I run out of this case of food. And when I'm done with that, I might go and get a case of persimmons instead, or I might get a case of dates, or I might get a case of pears or whatever it is, right? But that way, in any given day or week, yeah, you might be eating between 5 to 10, 20 ingredients, depending on the extras. But then over the season, you know, you're switching it up because ultimately you're going to probably get sick of it if you just eat one thing, you know, for a week or two straight, and then your desire will change a bit. And that allows you to save money too, instead of, you know, you can get deals when you buy by the case. Usually you can ask for them at least, right? So I hope that answers our question a little bit.
That's a great tip. Yeah. Well, buying in bulk is your key to success. If
Yeah.
you, I mean, some people can go to the store every day, but even then, you're not going to find ripe. You gotta get fruit and ripen it in your house, or else you're gonna be struggling here, guys. You gotta buy
maybe
in
sitting
bulk.
around green bananas like, ah. I mean, there are some places. When I lived in Vancouver, there was a store that always had ripe stuff on this super discount, 50 to 80% off. So like I could get organic bananas for 19 cents a pound because they're already ripe. So I never had any food at home. I just every day I'd go there and whatever was ripe I'd buy. But not all places have those super ripe discounts, right? So, you know, seeking those stores that have discounts for ripe stuff, seeking stores that offer you a discount if you buy in bulk. I mean, and otherwise just buying in bulk anyway, because it just makes life a heck of a lot easier, you know?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And bananas, you can never go wrong, guys. You just freeze
No.
them; they get
Yeah.
better. You freeze them
Yeah.
and they get better.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know you can refrigerate bananas for like 2 weeks. Like even when they're fully ripe, you put them in the fridge for 2 weeks. They still work great in smoothies, you know? So there's always ways. And then also if you have a dehydrator, I mean, you take ripe bananas, you peel them, you just put them into the dehydrator, and you're going to love this. I call them banana dongs. I just call them dongs because you just dehydrate them and they like go from this big. You put them in at night and you wake up in the morning, they're half size, double sweet. And like, if you have a hard time getting in calories, it's so easy to put down like 12 dongs. You know, it's like bang, you're full, you're good.
They are so good. They are so good. Anything that you dehydrate, it just makes it sweeter.
Ooh.
Oh, so
She's
good.
eating mandarins while watching. Mandarins are one of my favorite winter foods too. It's just like so easy to pop back, and then they can be the base of a sauce or a smoothie, anything, right? They're so damn good.
Oh yeah. Oh, just the other day, Chris, I had Karen Ramsey. Her favorite dressing, pistachios, lime, oranges, and one. Oh, that was Karen
And what was the last one?
calling me not to give away her secrets.
Oh,
Karen was just calling me not to give away her secrets. No, I forgot the last one, but it was so good, guys. Oh, wait, pistachio, orange, Shawnette's here. She knows. What is it? Pistachio, orange, celery, and lime.
That sounds good.
So good.
That sounds damn good. I know. I'll let another OG's secret out. Doug has often said his favorite dressing is any berry with celery. So like raspberry and celery, or strawberry and celery, or you know anything like that. And I've also at his house, I've often had one of his favorites, which is orange, tomato, and tahini, and it's really good. And then he sometimes puts a different like seasoning or something in it.
Oh, that's probably amazing. Orange, tomato, tahini.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes he puts celery in there too, actually. Yeah.
Plus celery. Woo! Okay, that's good. I mean, tahini on anything. I'll eat anything.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, stick your hand in there. It's like,
yeah. It's like peanut butter to me now. It tastes like peanut butter.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, thank you so much. Guys, this is it. The plant-based bundle is available today only till midnight tonight, EST.
Yeah,
okay.
11 hours left now.
Yeah, and so guys, this is it. Check it out. Click the link in my bio or down below. Or Chris, where can we find your link?
My bio's there too.
Oh, okay, good. It's
Yep,
in your
my
bio
bio's
now.
good. Yep.
Nice, nice. Okay, very good.
Yep.
And
I
guys,
mess around.
thank you so much for being here, Chris. You're awesome. You're always
Thank you so much
awesome.
for inviting me on. Always a pleasure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh no, sorry. Wait, we got another
Oh,
question real quick.
oh, okay. Okay,
Sorry,
that's good.
it's my
We
boo
got 4
Rachel.
minutes. We're good.
It's my boo Rachel.
Mhm.
Mandarin smoothie, please explain.
Yeah, geez, Mandarin smoothies are phenomenal. I mean, you can just peel mandarins and blend them. You know, that's a good Mandarin smoothie. Or you can do mandarins with mango. That's one of the best in the entire world. You can do mandarins with pineapple. You can do mandarins with grapes. You can do mandarins with papaya. You can do mandarins with watermelon. That's phenomenal. Um, any of those are good, and don't let anyone tell you they're not good food combining because they're perfect.
Chris, I've never done that. I've never had a
What?
Mandarin smoothie.
Oh my God. And you know, one winter, this is a weird one, but I swear it's good. One winter I had this almost every day for like half the winter, is I would blend mandarins, add as much spinach as I could, so like until it was thick, and then I'd pour it over top of a bowl of grapes and eat it with a spoon. And it's insane. It's so good.
Raw vegan cereal. That's raw
Yeah,
vegan cereal right there.
yeah, it's insane. But I often had that for dinner, breakfast, lunch, whatever, and it's like you can get in a lot of spinach and yeah, I mean you can use any green, but spinach works really good in that dish.
The people that lasted to the end of this interview got the secret.
There you go.
Guys, oh, that sounds amazing. I gotta try it. And first of all, just putting mandarins in the blender, I'm gonna try that because I love mono smoothies. You know, cantaloupe
Yeah,
smoothies, honeydew
yeah,
smoothies.
yeah.
Oh,
Banana smoothies. Oh,
well,
yeah,
banana smoothies.
yeah.
We can't live without banana smoothies. Come on now.
No,
That's craziness.
I
Okay.
think if your mandarins are good, you'll be really dang stoked. It's phenomenal. Yeah, it's really
I'm
good.
so
And
excited.
if you want to go crazy, you could throw a couple like frozen strawberries or blueberries in there too. It's amazing too. You know, all of it's
Whoa,
good.
whoa, whoa. Save that for New Year's Eve.
Okay, sorry,
Whoa.
sorry. I've said too much.
Don't get crazy now. Save that for your wedding night, kids, okay? Whoa,
Yeah,
strawberries
yeah,
in
yeah.
the fucking. Okay.
Calm down.
Thank you very much, Chris. You're amazing. I really appreciate
Much
you
love.
and all your knowledge. And everyone, go check out Chris and everything he does. Ho, ho, ho. You know
And you
how
too.
we do. Okay, for the holidays. Get your ho, ho, ho on, guys. And we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks, Chris, so much.
Sounds good. Much love. See ya.
Bye,
Bye
boo.
bye. See you guys. Oh, I used my mouse to try and no, that's not my mouse.